One of the most beautiful cities in the world, San Diego, California, and Snapdragon Stadium. The season comes to a close, and both of these teams hoping to finish on a high note in the Holiday Bowl. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the UCLA Bruins. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Checking in with the Gamecocks head coach before the game. He knows that there is a lot of motivation behind this game. A Big Ten SEC showdown always gets people talking about bragging rights, particularly because the Big Ten has won the last 3 national championships. They want to make sure that they're showing up and showing they are the big kids on the block right now. We'll see if the SEC team can respond here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Gamecocks offense will have the opening possession of the game. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
And there was times during the week when we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week. And we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really good job in this.
Turning it on! And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Here's Sellers to throw. Looking for a big play. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
The run inside. It's Fuller. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. And the Gamecocks decide to punt it away. Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. Here's the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Bruins offense will now get its first chance with the football. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand that this guy is a top-shelf player, and I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season, but this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Motion from the wideout. 3rd down from the gun. Here's Nico Iamaleava. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
And those are the ones you just want to pull it back in as soon as you throw it as a quarterback, because you know he was open, I had him, I just put too much underneath it and missed out on a big play.
The Bruins will bring the punt team onto the field. Takes it on the return. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They go play action with Sellers. Pocket breaking down. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
The Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He'll run it again. Stopped again, and at least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on third down. Sellers from the gun on third down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Throwing, Sellers. Fires to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Tuggle. Knocked down immediately, but they couldn't stop him from getting the big gainer to the 30.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Nice move there. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Sellers on the play action. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Well, missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Spins away from the defense. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Play fake, Sellers. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Tight coverage there did not stop him from making the grab at 1st and goal from the 8.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
And the Gamecocks are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Sellers. He's going for the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. On the run from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field hoping to get things going here. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. Here's the pressure. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? A long way to go. Running to the left. Got a little grass. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And the Bruins just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Quarterback keeps it. Runs through a tackle. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
As a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense got it. Off to the races to the right. Touchdown, Gamecocks. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Set for the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'll stop play here as they have a look at this injured Gamecock. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Scooped it. Scored it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
There's nothing better than watching a big boy do what he was born to do. Ball on the turf, the big fella scoops it up, and Palmer, thank God he didn't have to go far.
You know what? The thing I love about this too, David, is he never quit on the play. He pursued it, showed great effort. He was Johnny on the spot, bounced right into his belly. They may want to put this guy on short yardage goal line because he has a nose for the end zone.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. On the move from inside his 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Oh, sticks that big mitt up there and grabs it. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
I'll tell you what, this receiver's not that tall, but because of that one-handed catch, he just showed you a massive catch radius. Wow.
The Bruins in a good spot here with second and short. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Got his man on the right. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. They've been overwhelmed so far in this first half, but if they could muster a score, maybe a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, and I know it's been a struggle. They've been struggling this whole game, but let's get something positive going into halftime. Coaches won't yell at you as much, but they got the first down. Now let's put the pedal to the floor, go a little faster, cut into this lead.
Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. Backed up now, here's second and long. Again, it's Iamaleava. Catch in the middle, it's Matthews. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. They've been steamrolled so far in this first half, David, but maybe a little positive momentum to take to the locker room.
And I like you got the first down of the drive. So maybe you can build on this now. I would play with some tempo, obviously getting closer to halftime here. Maybe create some momentum, get a score here, and cut into this lead.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They're dealing with a second and long. Throwing, Iamaleava. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in, it's Matthews. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA!
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
Ready to try the point after. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. So that was a six-play, 75-yard drive. And the final 53 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Running behind that left side. Oh, he's got some space. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Here's Sellers to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Harbor. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Right down the middle. With the catch, it's Tuggle. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, there was something the quarterback liked in the pre-snap there, thinking his primary target was going to have a favorable matchup, but the defense did a nice job disguising that look. They got more bodies over to him and forced the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Again, it's Sellers. Grabbed over the middle. It's Sellers. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Just about as basic as you can get and effective if you execute.
Well executed. QB, nice job putting the football out in front of his receiver where he can advance it.
And the Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Here's a heat. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball's incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Running inside. It's Knight. Makes it past the marker. They make the stop, and he's got enough for the 1st down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. He'll work his way down to the 28. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Reese, talk about an edge-of-your-seat type first half, or as they call it in this game there in San Diego, just another typical Holiday Bowl. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Holiday Bowl.
The Gamecocks will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. Iamaleava. Oh, they're after him. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver there working on the crossing route. And a big thing for the quarterback there, you've got to be able to give your receiver time to work through all the traffic, get by the linebackers in the middle of the field, and work all the way over to the other side. The offensive line has to give the quarterback time, and the QB's got to be patient, but it all worked out perfectly, and they're able to get a big play.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is their senior starting wide receiver who the training staff is looking at, and Holly Rule will get us up to date on his condition. Pulls and fires complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
They'll move the wide receiver. Iamaleava from the gun on third down. He's going to run it. There he goes. He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that third down.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Wide receiver going in motion. On the move. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That's a great play by the defense. They've got the lead by a lot here in the third quarter, and the offense is trying to run at them, and they just completely blew that thing up. Big tackle for loss. They've now put them in an obvious passing situation. Expect them to pin their ears back, try to get after the quarterback here.
Here's Iamaleava to throw. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Could not make his way to the corner.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Makes the grab. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Well, I got to give the defense credit on that. Third down, they were almost anticipating some throws to the outside. They took it all away, so they forced the quarterback to go into the middle of the field on the drag route where everybody could converge on the receiver and make the tackle short of the first down.
Good right down the boulevard. Now a two-possession game at 24-13.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Throwing, Sellers. With the catch, it's Sellers. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fuller. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Gets rid of it. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
And the Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. The run inside. It's Woods. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
So now it's 2nd and long. Quick completion to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Say it in the gun on 3rd down. It's on target and complete. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
And the Bruins will snap it on 1st and 10. Finds his big tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block and run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Throwing, Iamaleava. Got a man, it's Knight. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Nico Iamaleava throwing again. Right on the money. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
The Bruins are flying down the field. Gonna look downfield again. Bringing the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
Iamaleava. Open on the right side, that's Smith. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Rush is on him. And they got him.
And we call his name again. This is the same guy. Remember, he had the defensive touchdown already. Now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, getting the sack. He's been all over the field today.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to pass. It's Iamaleava. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Sends it back in motion. Wide receiver comes in motion. Third down in the gun, Iamaleava. Under fire. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
And these are super tough spots for the offense to be in. Third down and long in the red zone. The field is so small. Defenses can play so aggressive. QB didn't like anything he had, and honestly, he knows he's got a field goal in his pocket if he wants it. Just throws the football away.
So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. And he got it! And now it's a one-possession game.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Barber. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. Look out, he's got room! Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. So the defense trying to maximize their clock management. They use the timeout here, and the 2-minute stoppage is coming. The Gamecocks can really attack on this second and short. They'll go right back to the run. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? And the Gamecocks lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. The defense quickly calls a timeout, trying to save as much clock as possible. $1:57 left.
I think the biggest thing you're probably disappointed in on offense is your lack of success running the football. And they've tried to give this guy the ball a few times in this game. Here we are in the fourth quarter. Still not a lot to show for it. Game really close in this juncture, and just wonder how many more times are they going to give him a try handing the ball off.
Eager to get the football back with as much time remaining as possible. The defense uses the timeout. 1:53 showing on the clock. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on second down and maybe put this thing away. The give on the option. Shakes off the defender. Finding some room. He's got enough for the first down. That ought to do it and should send this team into the offseason feeling good about winning a postseason game.
This is a pretty easy situation for the offense right here, guys. We need one play. We need one run up front. O-line, we need you to come through for us and ice this game. They do a great job allowing that back to pick up the first.
And it's just physicality up front. The big boys creating some space because the defense knew what was going on. They have to get a stop here or this football game is over. A lot of guys near the line of scrimmage. They can't get it done, and it is over.